Have you ever seen a worm with a head like a hammer? Meet the hammerhead worm, a fascinating and somewhat creepy creature invading gardens around the world. In this video, we'll explore their unique physical traits, behavior, impact on the environment, and their remarkable regenerative abilities. We'll also delve into the myths and legends surrounding these creatures, and discover how they contribute to scientific research. These terrestrial flatworms, known scientifically as bipalium, are easily recognizable by their distinctive hammer-shaped heads and elongated flattened bodies. Ranging from a few centimeters to over 20 centimeters, or 8 inches in length, they come in various colors, including shades of brown, gray, and black, sometimes with striking longitudinal stripes. Hammerhead worms belong to an ancient group of flatworms, with flatworms as a group having existed for around 500 million years. This extensive evolutionary history has endowed them with remarkable regenerative abilities and survival strategies, making them a fascinating subject for scientific research. Originally native to Southeast Asia, hammerhead worms have spread to many parts of the world, including North America and Europe. They often hitch a ride in soil and potted plants, spreading through international trade. Once introduced to a new environment, they can establish populations if the conditions are favorable, often in gardens, greenhouses, and other moist habitats. While they prefer warm, moist environments, hammerhead worms can survive in colder climates by finding protected microhabitats like burrowing into the soil or hiding under debris. In colder regions like Canada and parts of the US, they might become less active and enter a state of dormancy during winter months. Hammerhead worms are predatory and primarily feed on earthworms, but they are opportunistic feeders and can consume other small invertebrates such as slugs, snails, and other types of worms. They use their hammer-shaped heads and chemosensory organs to hunt, secreting a sticky mucus to immobilize their prey before externally digesting it with their everted pharynx. These worms have an incredible ability to regenerate, with even small fragments growing into complete individuals. When a hammerhead worm is cut into 2 pieces, each piece can regenerate the missing parts to form a complete worm. This remarkable regenerative power ensures their survival and proliferation, making them a unique and intriguing subject for further study. These worms can reproduce asexually through fragmentation, a process where a piece of the worm can regenerate into a complete individual. They can also reproduce sexually, although this is less common. Interestingly, hammerhead worms are hermaphroditic, meaning each worm has both male and female reproductive organs. This enables them to produce both eggs and sperm, facilitating sexual reproduction without needing a partner of the opposite sex. After mating, they lay eggs in moist environments, which eventually hatch into juvenile worms. As an invasive species, hammerhead worms can disrupt local ecosystems by preying on native earthworm populations. Earthworms play a crucial role in maintaining soil health, so their decline can negatively affect soil structure and fertility. However, hammerhead worms may also play a role in controlling populations of other pest invertebrates, potentially offering some ecological balance. Hammerhead worms produce a neurotoxin called tetrodotoxin, which they use to subdue their prey. While the toxin is not typically present in high enough concentrations to harm humans or pets through casual contact, it's best to wash your hands after handling them, and prevent pets from interacting with these worms. Some cultures believe in the worm of misfortune. Spotting a hammerhead worm in your garden is said to be a sign of impending bad luck. This belief might stem from their destructive impact on earthworm populations, essential for healthy soil. Then there's the legend of the eternal worm. According to this myth, cutting a hammerhead worm into pieces only multiplies it, creating an army of worms. This tale mirrors their real-life ability to regenerate from fragments, making them nearly indestructible. In another legend, hammerhead worms are seen as guardians of the underworld, protecting hidden treasures buried deep within the earth. Encountering one is believed to bring you close to discovering something valuable but at great risk. Beyond folklore, hammerhead worms contribute significantly to scientific research. Their incredible regenerative abilities are of great interest to scientists studying tissue regeneration and wound healing, potentially offering insights that could lead to advancements in medical treatments. Researchers are particularly interested in the stem cells, neoblasts, that facilitate regeneration. Understanding how these cells work can contribute to advancements in regenerative medicine, including developing therapies for injuries and degenerative diseases. Additionally, the neurotoxin they produce, tetrodotoxin, is studied for its potential applications in developing new painkillers or treatments for neurological conditions. The exact lifespan of hammerhead worms by Pallium is not well documented, largely due to their regenerative abilities which complicate tracking their longevity. Isn't it amazing how much there is to learn about the world around us? These creatures remind us that even the smallest organisms can inspire myths and legends. Did you know that hammerhead worms can absorb oxygen directly through their skin, allowing them to survive in diverse environments? It's true. Have you ever seen a hammerhead worm up close yet? Share your experiences in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up as a sign to us that we're keeping you curious about the world around us. If the hammerhead worm totally gobsmacked you, then you need to go see the video on the goblin shark. Not only is it creepy looking, but did you know it has the unique ability to extend its jaw to catch prey? For real, check it out! And now you know, stay curious.